Future Dana here. We're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, and you can help us out by sharing the channel and clicking the subscribe button. And when we reach 10,000, we're going to do a giveaway. So if you want to know what that's about, help us out. Hi, Dana here. Welcome to Sew Learn Create. I'm glad you joined us today. And I'm starting a new series on the channel, and it will be for my Makerspace box, which I have in my front yard. It's similar to a free little library box, but it will be craft kits that will be free for my neighborhood kids. And so for the first project today, we're going to be doing a puffy heart. It's made out of felt and it's hand sewn, or you can glue it. So let's get started. For today's project, the puffy heart, you're going to need the following supplies. You're going to need some felt to cut your hearts out of. You're going to need some ribbon for a hanger. Then you're going to need some kind of embellishment. And I have this rose ribbon that I cut one off of. Or you could use a button, or you could just use anything you have. If you're going to sew the project, because it's a hand sewing project, you are going to need some embroidery floss. And then you'll need a little bit of polyfill or cotton balls to stuff it. You'll also need something to make your pattern. And so to make your pattern, of course, you fold your paper in half, and we're going to make a couple of sizes of hearts. And I'm going to do a small one for my inner heart. And then I'm going to do a big one for my outside pieces. And remember, you just cut those out, just like we did when we were in grade school. And that gives us our heart shape. And you can make these any size you want. So there's one for the outer shape. And then this one, of course, would be for our smaller heart inside. And as you can see, this one, the original one, is a bigger heart here, but I kind of like the smaller one, but that's just a personal preference. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to sew mine. So I'm going to sew my little heart to the front of my big heart. And I'm going to use this darker pink to do that. And I'm using all 6 strands of the embroidery floss. So you will need a larger eye needle to do all 6 strands. But if you only have small needles, then just divide the embroidery floss. Remember, it comes 6 strands. You can divide it and just pull out a couple of them. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom. And I did tie a knot. And then I'm just going to do a running stitch. And so those are just long stitches. And you leave a little bit of a gap between your stitches. Oops. And when you pull it through, you want to pull it all the way tight on both when you come up and when you go back down. That helps keep your thread from getting knotted. If you leave it a little bit loose, then it's more likely to knot. And we're just going to go all the way around. And when you get to a curve, I like to just shorten that stitch just a little bit when I'm going around that curve. And then it makes the curve look nice. This doesn't have to be perfect, so this is a great project to do with kids. It teaches them that sewing, like sewing on a button, practice, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just putting those two together. Here we go. And then when I come to the point on my heart, I want to make the first stitch on the left side stop right at the point or just before it. Leave a tiny gap when I pick up on the right side so that you kind of have a point all the way down. Then when I come to the bottom, I'm just going to turn it over and take a small little stitch and tie this off. Go through it, and I'm going to do a double knot just to make sure it's nice and secure. Go through my loop and pull. Now, if you were going to do a button embellishment on here and you wanted to sew the button on, now would be the time to do that. I think I'm actually going to use this rose and just glue it on. But if you wanted to do a button, now would be the time to sew it before you put it, your whole project together. So then the next step is to take your two big hearts, and because you're using felt, it doesn't fray. So you just line them up. And again, I'm going to do this with white thread. I'm going to tie a knot. And I want to leave a small opening here to stuff my heart rather than at the bottom or the top, because it'll just be a little bit easier. So I'm going to start just above that point and go around. And when I get to the top here, I want to make sure that I insert my ribbon and I stitch that in when I'm going around. Let me just put a pin there so I don't forget that. And I'm going to add a pin on this side here so I can kind of keep everything. And on this one, I want to start with my knot on the inside. So I'm going to just go through my top layer, put my knot on the inside, and then start my stitching. And some people can do where you do more of a running stitch with your needle. I sometimes struggle with that, but we're going to give it a try today. So it makes it go a little faster. So you put your needle in, and then you come back up, and sometimes you can do 2 or 3 stitches at a time. This works best if you have a long needle. If you have a short needle, it's a little harder. And then you just pull it all the way. Then when I come up here to the top, I'm not going to do the running stitch because I want to make sure that I catch this ribbon really well. So I'm going to do it how I normally do, just going up and down. And I want to make sure that I go through that ribbon as many times as possible. And you can kind of feel the needle when it goes through the ribbon. Make sure it's tucked in there good. Because it's a little harder to stitch, obviously, when you go through your ribbon. And then once I'm past that, then I can go back and do my running stitch again. And I'm almost back around. I'm going to leave just a tiny hole because you don't need a very big hole to put your stuffing. So I'm going to stop right there, and then I can stuff my heart through this hole. And I'm going to leave my needle and thread in there while I stuff it. You just take a little bit of polyfill, or if you don't have polyfill, this is such a small project, you could use cotton balls. I've done that in the past. And I like to just kind of push it up in there and do the top circles of the heart first, and then come back towards the bottom. And you can make that as puffy or as thin as you like. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to push the stuffing in towards the center so that my outside edges are flat, and then I can kind of wiggle that back around once I'm finished stitching it. And then I'm just going to finish stitching. And I'm going to tie a knot right here at the back. And I'm going to double tie that knot. All right, and then just kind of wiggle that stitch, the polyfill back to the center so it kind of fills out the heart. Then one thing I am going to do, I had to grab a glue bottle that was actually open. The one I grabbed was not open. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue right here at the top where my hanger is on the back, and just kind of right here in the front, just to make sure that that hanger is a little more secure. This doesn't weigh very much, so it's not like you're hanging with a lot of weight, but I do want that hanger to be just a little more secure. So then we're going to add our ribbon embellishment right here in the front. Just going to add some glue, and I'm just going to glue that on with, I'm using Aleene's tacky glue, but you could use Elmer's glue, would work just as well if you didn't have that. I'm just going to glue that right there on the front. And our little puffy heart is complete. If you were doing this with kids and they were not of an age where they could stitch it easily, you can just run a line of glue and glue your heart together that way and leave an opening, stuff it, and then glue the opening closed, and that works just as well. So I hope you liked today's project. The puffy heart, and remember, they're great craft to do with your kids. Also, if you want to support our channel, we have a Patreon page with multiple tiers, and I have an Etsy shop with lots of sewing kits and other supplies. So see you in the next one.